This video is a supplement to Lesson 2 of the Basics Correspondence course, and it's going to show you the decreases, double decreases, that you use for swatches 7 and 8. Now, this increase is called the S2KP, that's one abbreviation for it, and in it you slip 2 stitches, knit a stitch, and then pass the 2 stitches over, and it is most useful in a V-neck. Now, I have knit up to the stitch before the center stitch. This is the center stitch, this is the stitch before. This decrease is worked over 3 stitches. I slip these 2 stitches together as if to knit them together. I knit the next stitch and I slip them over. And then I work to the end of the row. Now, when you work this on ribbing, the important thing to remember is that you will not stay in pattern as you approach the center stitches. Work the stitches as they appear. Don't bother to try and change from a knit 2, purl 2 pattern. It isn't worth it. I'm just going to work back. By the way, when you're ribbing, if you bring the yarn forward tightly, when you go to make your purl, notice how I'm giving it just a little bit of a tug each time. That will make your ribbing look better. Now notice I've got 1, 2, 3 purls here. That's interrupted my knit 2, purl 2, knit 1, purl 1 pattern, but I'm not concerned because those stitches are going to be used in my decrease. Now, I'm about ready to turn, and I work in pattern, and in this case it's knit 1, purl 1, up to the stitch before the center stitch. And I'll be able to tell that center stitch because it will be lying on top of the other 2 stitches. It's fun watching somebody knit, isn't it? Okay, there's my center stitch. See how it's on top? I slip those 2 stitches as if I were going to knit them together. I knit the next stitch and I slip those 2 over. And notice, get my needle out of the way, what a nice little V that's going to be with that center stitch continuing up the top. Now, I'm going to take that off my needles. I've already knit the other swatch. And we're going to talk about the other 2 types of double decreases that you can do. This one is called a slip 1, knit 2 pass over. And it's similar to the one we just did, except I slip 1 stitch, I knit 2 together, and I slip this stitch over that stitch. Now in this case, if you look, the center stitch is on the bottom. The stitch on the left is on top of that, and the stitch on the right is on top of that one. This one is used more in lace than anywhere else. And again, when you make this, you want to make sure you're not slipping that stitch too hard or you'll stretch it out. I slip it, I knit 2, and as gently as possible I pass it over. And there it is. Now the final double decrease we do in, whoops, I want to back up a bit or I'm going to run out of stitches, in that lesson is to knit 3 together. And you just knit 3 together. And it's not very attractive. You might use it on the top of a bobble, but you've seen it if you're ever instructed how to do one.